What is up? My name is Melissa Makak from Room 51, and this is Teach the Teach 101 on the Dice Tower, where I teach you general tips and tricks on how to teach board games. And this is part of a mini-series that I'm doing, where I'm going over different types of learners. I've done kinesthetic, I've done visual, and now it's time for audio learners. So let's get right into it. Now, I've seen a lot of comments about like people feeling like, well, not everybody is just one thing. People are like a mixture of different things, and that is absolutely true. I absolutely agree with you. And that is why I'm making a fourth video that's going to compile if you have all different types of learners in your group, and it will also talk about if different players are a combination of different learning styles or have different learning styles, okay? So I'm getting to that, don't you worry. But in this video, I'm going over specifically audio learners. So these are the type of people who they need to listen, right? They want to listen to what you're saying and how you're teaching it and all that sort of stuff. That's how they process the information, and that's how they integrate it into when they actually play the game. So one of the things is they are the question askers of the group, okay? This doesn't even mean that they're not paying attention, because sometimes you'll say something, you'll say it maybe even 3 times, and then they'll ask a question about it, right? This doesn't necessarily mean they weren't paying attention, even though this might require a little bit of patience on the teacher's part, but this is really just the way that they process information and are then able to apply it to the game itself. And they're just trying to make sure that they understand what it is that you're telling to them. Okay, so that is, so these are the people who are constantly, possibly asking questions about things. They might even jump ahead, like, okay, but then like, what about this? And it's like, you could even just tell them, all right, yeah, I'm going to get to that in a moment, but first I want to do this, that way you understand it, right? So it's okay to rein them in, rein it on back, and teach it the way that you need to teach it in order for everybody to best understand it, okay? So there's that. So don't be afraid to say like, yeah, we're going to get to that, because I have that all the time. Players are always asking me things about like what's going to happen when this other thing happens or whatever, right? Like they're going into the future, and it's like, you don't need to know that right now. So chill out. Another thing is they might not necessarily read player aids. So this is something that you could go through the player aid, of course, but they might actually need you to say it out loud and explain it. That way they best understand the player aid and what it's telling them, what it all means. Okay, so if you're going to go through the player aid, it means like saying it out loud and kind of explaining each thing as you go along for audio learners, especially. Another thing, audio learners, they a lot of times might not want to learn from reading the rule book itself, okay? And well, this is fine for when you're teaching the game, but I think I fall into this camp. I don't really like reading rule books. I much rather watch a how to play video. So these are the type of people that might actually appreciate you sending them a how to play video before your gaming group meets up for that game or something like that. I don't always do this, and I might not send it to everybody, but if somebody is specifically asking me for it, again, this might be an audio learner or maybe even a visual learner, because maybe they actually have to like see it all done and everything. But especially audio learners, they might really like how to play videos, and that's how I function. I much rather watch a how to play video than read a rule book. But that's just me, personally. I just process the information better that way. And this is good for audio learners. So they might want to see, like Rodney Smith or something, or whatever, how to play videos. Meeple University. I'm just shouting out a bunch of people. I know some people don't like assigning like homework, and I typically don't like assigning homework for people to learn how to play a game before like getting to my place. I like to just teach it. But for some people, they like, no, I want to see the how to play video, and then, yes, I will relearn it as you're teaching it, right? Like they want to reinforce the teach, I guess. But anyway, that is it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions on audio learners, please leave them down below in the comments section. Or if there's any ways that you like to teach audio learners, or if you yourself are an audio learner and you like certain things, let us all know. I would love to read that. Anyway, I will catch you next time.